Hello everyone, welcome to Trevor's Tech Tips, so we keep it short and sweet. Today we're going to do pictures and shapes. So we're going to click on our Insert tab here. We're going to click on Pictures and we're going to select a picture. Alright, and this picture is too big, so we're going to click up there at the bottom right hand corner. You could try other corners, but the thing is, pictures by default they are indented to the left side, so it's always best to start here. I use the corner because it does both length and width, as opposed to if I went like that, it gets distorted, and if it goes like that, a little bit distorted as well, and it's uneven, so it's always best to do it like that. I could click here and say format picture and reset picture. It's not carrying over. Picture and size, it's going to go back to its regular size. I think it fell on the other page. That's a bit of a, what would you call that now? A word floor. So I've shrunken it there. It's too big for the page. I'm gonna go like that. I'm doing it this way because I've got to get it just enough for me to find this side here, right? Sometimes in Word you're gonna have situations where you can't get to do what you like to do. It's just like life, you know. Things happen. You don't have things exactly as you want it to, and you got to find a way. So that's what I just did. I used over here. It's not the ideal way because, as I said, the alignment is to the left, but I got it there. Now I can do this. I'm going to show you how to crop. Now, cropping only works when you have selected the image. You click on crop, and crop is actually just cutting out pieces of the picture. Right, there we go. Same principles apply. I like to use the corners because they're a bit more precise, but there will be times like what I just did earlier, which is I wanted to cut a little bit off the top like that. There we go. There we go. Right, still keeping your picture. If the picture's not highlighted, this format tab will not appear. So I've just cropped. I could resize it like that. I do it by the width. You could type in stuff manually. You risk distorting the picture, like when I did it that way and that way. All depends on what you're looking for, right? And you could do stuff like correction, which does like light changes. If a picture's too dark or too bright, you can darken it like that, right? You could change the color depending if you're doing a special project, and let's say the color schema was say blue, you could change it like that, and the entire thing goes with like a blue hue, right? Or one of these type of edits. So artistic flair, you know. And if I hover my cursor over it, you'll see the different names. So like this one's called light screen, this one's called glow effects. You know, all depends on what you're trying to do. Posters and so on, right? And I could do undo, go back to my original picture. There we go. And you could give it a sort of a border here, right? It's really a frame, not a border. You could put a border, mind you. Go click on that, and I'm not even finding. Oh, there we go. Picture border, and I could put a blue border around. In fact, you could do border and then change the weight of your border and make it really thick, right? And it could look like a frame. It all depends on what you're trying to do. Right, I'll click back here. I'm gonna remove my border, no lines, and I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna use one of these here. So like this frame could go well for a magazine or something. And then when you apply that, you could even put a shade for your, let's see, you could color it, yeah, and you could do a shade. You see this little glow around here. You could also do that. Not even finding where that is. That's somewhere around here, right? Or you could go like I like using this one. Seems to work well with some of the projects I do. Go on do. I think it was picture effects. That's it. And that's where we got the glow from. So I could do a different glow. I could do this type of glow, and then I could even where is it? Oh, I could change the color. There we go. And I could make it green, like a dark green. There we go. And it kind of blends in with the color schema, which is green, right? A lot of little tinkerings you could do, right? So that's pictures. Oh, blimey. Oh, we're running out of time. So we go to shapes. We're going to go to the insert tab. I'm going to click on shapes. We could pick one of these shapes. So I could click a shape here. Put a shape. Right. Say you're doing a flow chart, right? I could say add text, start. In fact, let's move that over there. Go insert, shapes, on that. Let's see, add text, start. And we could put another. Where's my, there we go. Say decision. Then we're going to change everybody's color all at once because we're running, not running, we're already out of time. Let's say that, or each shape could have its own. Something up for my mistake. Let's say blue there. And then we could say green there. And then we could put a bit let's use these arrows. Now this is a regular arrow. I could make it black. And what I could do is, let's see. Oh no, this position. Could say format shape. There we go. And then we could say, let me see, there we go. Right, not making a mistake here. And like that. Now, for time's sake, I'm just going to copy this arrow, paste it there, and we can move around an arrow like that. This rotation, right? And it's not totally straight, but we've got format, and I could change the color to purple, and then I could use a different arrow. Let's see, I'm gonna go shapes. These arrows I like to use. What they do is, whoops, they connect to various points. Oh no, well, this one's a bit free-flowing, my mistake. This one is a bit free-flowing. It goes around corners. And then we've got our this one here, which is like a swirly arrow. Right, and you could format these as well. Right, you could change the direction if you wanted to. Some arrows start and end differently, so it could have this turn a regular arrow into double-ended arrow. I could change the ends like that and get a ball there, or where do our shapes go? Okay, there we go. Or I could even use one of these. Right, it all depends. Then I could flip this over and flip that over. Sort of depends on what you're trying to do. You know, you've got to tinker. Of course, we can't cover everything here. This video is a lot longer than most. Sorry, missed something there. Right, you could put stuff like banners. We missed our banners there. There we go. Like scrolls. You could add text. Right, you could change the color. Put this in gold if you wanted to. Right. Go down here. Oops. Oh, and then what you could do, how the page is formatted, they're not gonna go down. But what you could do is when you're done, you could click on each of them. Oops. And then when I'm holding down on control and then right click the edge. Whoops, my mistake. That happens sometimes. Maybe I should release the control key. Right click and say group. What that does is, let's say I get rid of these. It acts as an entire picture. What it does is put it on a canvas. We're going to explore canvases in another video where we deal with text boxes and so on. So it groups everything together. And it's sort of like one solid picture. So there we go, guys. I hope it was informative. Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.